Welcome to the Four Listeners Program. Welcome aboard, everybody. Thanks for checking us out this week. On the mics this week is the Z-Man. What is up, Z?
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
I like that. The falsetto in there towards the end. Nice job. On the other mic is the mighty Ganthor. What is up, Ganthor?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, pal? How you guys doing? We good?
How's that sound?
Took a day off today.
Took a day
sick?
off.
Yeah, I was exhausted. I slept like 12 hours and I was still tired. So
You know, it's always a good thing. Recharge.
yeah,
How does one normally wake up?
What?
besides an
When they're
alarm
feeling,
clock.
no, like when they're feeling, groggy. They usually do something. I'm trying to lead you in
I
know.
gotcha.
I get
here.
it.
Transition that just
I
happened?
gotcha. I missed it. I'm sorry,
Jeez,
buddy.
fuck
Wow,
off.
you're terrible, Spear.
I'm sorry. Yeah. All right. So, well, this week, something must be done about coffee. That's the one thing you do when you're feeling a little groggy. You get yourself a cuppa. Get yourself a cup of Joe. Get that jolt in there. It's amazing to me how people become reliant on that first cup of coffee. I'm that guy. Like if I don't,
fucking
Why?
It's like a drug addiction. They
It
can't
is.
function. So
It is a total addiction.
it is. I can't. I cannot function. Well, all right, that's not true. I can function. I'm a perfectly fully functional human being, but I am a bitch if I don't get that first cup of coffee.
Really? Why?
I just am. I feel
Yeah,
like
I know, but I just don't understand it.
I feel sluggish. I feel like my brain hasn't like engaged. Like I'm still in first gear and I haven't gotten into a gear where I can kind of stretch out on the road. If you know what I'm saying. I'm still grinding.
How much do you
Yeah.
think do you think there's a real like scientific chemical dependency there versus for just you not being able to do your morning ritual?
I would guess that it's more the latter.
It's a ritual.
Yeah, it's certainly part of my routine.
It's like me taking a dump in the morning. Like I can't get the day going. Like I won't get out of bed until I got to take a dump.
See, that's funny because I won't take a dump until after my first cup of coffee.
Well, see, I don't drink coffee. But yeah, I won't. I sit in my bed and read Facebook until it's brewing and the brew
Really?
the brew is done.
How long does that take?
Well, I mean, sometimes I wake up and I'm ready to go. So other times it's a couple minutes, and then a couple times it's like sometimes maybe it's an hour.
Wow.
So that's not usual for me. I'll definitely have to get up to pee, but usually I need the coffee to get the sludge moving through.
Yeah. Huh.
Interesting. That's so weird.
I mean, do you do that first cup of coffee in the morning, Ganthor?
No, I hate coffee.
Do you?
Yeah.
Am I going to be the
boy.
only? Wait, hold on. Am I going to be the only defender of coffee on this show this week?
Yep.
Sounds like it.
Wow.
Why are you surprised? You always defend stuff that sucks.
That's right, because I'm always defending your mom.
Ooh, that was pretty good. That was really good.
No, I thought about
No,
it.
give
I
him the
let
credit.
it go. I
Give
let
him
it
the
go.
credit. Spear, that was
It's
good.
too small for me.
I can't get any
I
credit
threw
at
that
all.
Fish back.
Can't get any credit. Can't get it.
I thought that was good. I thought that was well done.
Thank you, Z-Man. So, all right, Ganthor, why do you hate coffee?
It tastes terrible, dude.
It tastes
There's-
terrible.
There's nothing redeeming about the taste of coffee at all.
Not true. I mean, it depends
It
on...
is true. That's why
Whoa,
people
whoa,
have
whoa,
to
whoa,
put
whoa.
sugar
Whoa,
and
whoa, whoa.
cream.
Let's just say, Spear, how much sugar and cream you put in yours?
Absolutely none.
Bullshit.
You're all black?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Take it black.
I take it black. Like I like my ladies.
You like
No.
it when a lady gives you a big black cock in your ass?
No.
You just said you took it black,
Yes.
like the ladies.
Yes. Once you go black, you don't go back. No?
You stop talking.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're
I
not
drink it
making
black.
any
No
benefit
cream, no
yourself.
sugar. No cream, no sugar. And you can depending on where the coffee is from, you can detect different notes of different things. There could be a hint of chocolate. There could be hints of like nuts or things along those lines. So I mean, it's got a bit of a complexity to it in terms of the taste if you get good coffee.
It sounds like you're describing shit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never
You
eaten
detect
shit to
a little bit
determine.
of hint of nut. You can detect some chocolate in it. Occasionally, there's
It's got
some
some
corn.
corn.
Get some corn notes.
It's got no notes of corn. No notes of corn. I'm not making this up, by the way. I mean,
the majority of people, though, have to mix in all of that stuff to turn
it
coffee
palatable.
into
Yeah.
something that's not coffee. It's
That's
just it's so wrong. There's nothing good about it. Coffee smells good, but it tastes terribly. And the whole industry and ritual that people have around it for like a $5 drink that they have to get every day is mind-boggling to me. I don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't. And I've said this before. I don't understand the whole go get your Starbucks for $5, and the next thing you know, you've put all that crap in it, and it has no properties of coffee whatsoever.
That's what I'm. Can you imagine going to a bar and ordering a beer, and then putting sugar in it, and then stirring in some
Mango juice or
yeah, some mango juice. Yeah, sugar and mango juice in your beer because you don't like the way it tastes naturally.
or you go to a steakhouse and you're throwing, a really good steakhouse and you're just like, oh yeah, let's put some ketchup and mustard all over the shit.
Yep.
One of the things that you will do at Starbucks is you will start adding all of the different flavors, the flavored syrups or the whatever, and I can't shots of. Recently, a report came out that came out from an advocacy group called Action on Sugar, and this was a report that was done based on an assessment of drinks from Starbucks done in the UK. They found that Starbucks flavored beverages can contain up to 25 teaspoons of sugar per serving.
What's a Coke have in it?
Right, so let's put this in context. In nutritional label terms, 25 teaspoons is 125 grams of sugar. A 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola has 33 grams of sugar. Put it another way, 125 grams of sugar is about 12 and a half Krispy Kreme donuts.
12? I'm sorry, what?
Right, 125 grams of sugar is about a dozen Krispy Kreme donuts.
And they're saying that's what you're doing when you're drinking a coffee?
With one of these Starbucks with all the flavors.
God, a dozen fucking Krispy Kremes?
A dozen Krispy Kremes.
Wow.
I knew it was high. I didn't think it was that high.
For the record, the American Heart Association recommends the average sugar intake to be about 9 teaspoons or 45 grams per day. The average man, that is, and the average woman limit it to 6 teaspoons or 30 grams. A diet too rich in sugar can contribute to, among other things, obesity, diabetes, and some cancers.
And are Starbucks illegal in New York City? Like everything else, like they're not allowed to have like large sodas, right?
No, they're not.
Are they allowed to have like grande mochas?
I guess so. I
That's
guess.
fucking bullshit.
I guess so. A venti chai cream frappuccino contains 67 grams of sugar.
And so everyone fucking busts on me for eating a lot of sugar. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah,
I must be doing all right.
Shit for having a Coke. I have one 12-ounce can of Coke a day because that's my caffeine source.
So a pack of Skittles has 42 grams of sugar. That venti chai cream frappuccino has 67 grams of sugar. You have less sugar in your pack of Skittles.
I can have like a pack and a half.
You can have a pack and a half, buddy. Knock yourself out.
Doing it.
Wow.
The best part about these coffee drinks is this. We're talking like the iced coffees too, or are we just talking like the flavor shots, like the mocha and stuff?
Yeah, I mean anything that you can add flavor, any of these flavor shots, anything you can add it to, sure.
This is my favorite part of Starbucks is watching the girls in their yoga pants coming out of any Starbucks on any given day with the fucking super large iced coffee that you can't even see through. It's white because of all the sugar and milk that they put in it.
Right.
And then and on the guise of this is a healthy. I don't know if they actually did work out or not, but I put the yoga pants on activity, and I'm up. I'm up at like 10 o'clock on a Sunday, so
right.
I'm healthy. I'm doing all right.
I earned this Starbucks.
I earned this. I worked hard.
I earned this Starbucks with the 2,500 calories in it.
Yeah. I love that shit. And the best part about that is the stroller designers, the people who make strollers, and they put that coffee cup holder right at like head level of the baby. So that, while the mom's power pushing her kid on the stroller while talking on the phone, they all have to do is accidentally bump it and it just hot coffee all over the baby. Love that fucking thing. Sorry,
Jeez.
Rant over.
No, that's perfectly good rant. Perfectly good rant.
The closest thing that you could come to is doctoring of foods in the sense that people cook meat, changing it from its original natural form to something else to eat it. I can't think of any other food that people do the way they do coffee.
Oh, beer.
No, but that's what beer's brewed. That's its natural form. When it comes out of the tap or the bottle or the can or the keg, that's how you drink it. You don't add stuff to it. I'm just saying coffee's the only thing that people bastardize and doctor up in order to make it palatable.
Yeah, but people can make bad coffee. I mean, you can brew bad coffee.
So there's a pattern there, right? Where it's like, okay, you would think that if somebody could brew coffee the way it's supposed to be brewed, that they would take off and that they would displace Starbucks and Dunkin' Donuts and Wawa and McDonald's and all these coffee dealers. But no, nobody's done it yet. It's like the no true Scotsman fallacy. Well, if you brew coffee right, it's impossible to brew it right. Otherwise, somebody would have, and then they would have taken over the coffee world.
Well, I mean, if no one else is doing it, either people are happy with what they got or it's too expensive to do it right.
I think there's no way to brew coffee that will make it taste good. I defy you, Spear, to brew coffee the way you say it should be brewed so that it's enjoyable.
Well, I think part of that is having a coffee maker that's not one of these Keurigs. Like I have.
Well, you should definitely not be using a fucking Keurig.
Right, so I have a Keurig.
Wait, so you drink Keurig coffee black?
I do.
Spear, I do not get you.
You cannot consider Keurig to be good coffee.
I'm not a coffee snob. I'll drink any coffee. I don't really care. I don't discriminate against cheap coffee. I don't discriminate against cheap beer. I don't discriminate against cheap wine. I really don't care. I can appreciate the finer points of it, but I'll fucking just drink it if it's hot and it tastes like coffee.
You will choke it down is what you're saying.
I
don't mean it that way. I meant it the normal way you say choke it down.
I will just drink it. I will just drink it, Ganthor, is what I will do. The thing about the Keurig is it creates something of an environmental issue. And I'm quoting now from a BuzzFeed article. In 2012, Green Mountain, who's patented K-Cups, Green Mountain sold about 5 billion K-Cups. And they're not biodegradable. So that means that several billion single-use foil, paper, and plastic capsules went straight into landfills. There's several components to how the K-Cup is engineered, which makes it difficult to recycle.
Well, what about all the other disposable cups that coffee gets put in? You're bitching about the K-Cup, styrofoam, paper, plastic.
With those little fucking sleeves so you don't burn your little hands.
Yep.
Yeah,
those don't count.
Yeah, no, those all count.
Because if you're using a Keurig, you're probably using a mug or a thermos.
Which
true. Are reusable.
That's true, unless you're at work. Because many companies now will have either the Flavia or the Keurigs at work, rather than keeping ye old style coffee maker where somebody you kill the Joe, you make some mo.
We've got that at our new office location. People don't know how to brew, so they end up overflowing a pot that's already full or burning the coffee in a pot because it sat empty on a burner all day.
And you know the first thing that a disgruntled employee is doing is jizzing in that pot.
Probably.
Yeah,
I've seen that in many movies.
Yeah, I'll be very, very happy just to take the Keurig or the Flavias at that point.
See, what's with the discrimination? Why do they provide free coffee but not free caffeinated beverages like sodas? Interesting
question there, Ganthor.
I worked for a company that used to do that, by the way, and it was awesome. Now they don't.
Interesting question. A cup of coffee, like a regular brewed cup of coffee, has anywhere between 80 and 135 milligrams of caffeine.
How much is in a can of Coke?
That's what I'm looking for. I got Diet Coke here. It's interesting, but I don't see regular Coke.
Diet Coke.
Hang on.
Well, Diet and regular should have about the same caffeine. It's caffeine-free that doesn't have it.
Yeah. So, all right. So a can. Very good.
What's the wisdom from Z?
So a can of Coke has about 45 milligrams of caffeine. A Red Bull has about the same amount of caffeine as a cup of coffee. I mean, by and large, soft drinks have anywhere from half to 2/3 of the amount of caffeine that a cup of coffee does. The other interesting thing about the workplace coffee maker is you wonder whether or not anybody's really taking good care of it from a cleanliness perspective.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
I see stuff. People put their mugs or whatever in the sink. I don't know who's washing that stuff because the janitor sure as hell isn't.
Nope.
Because I'm usually there late at night to see them not wash that stuff. I don't know who does it. I wouldn't trust it to some random. I'd take it home and clean it myself.
And then there's the drip tray, right?
What do you have against the drip tray?
Well, Z, weren't you saying that the drip tray for these 1 cup coffee makers can be a hive of scum and villainy?
Yeah, I mean they're saying they got poop in them. They got bacteria growing in them. That's just like fecal matter. It's like stuff that you would find normally in your bathrooms from people touching it. And apparently this whatever bacteria it is likes to chow down on caffeine too. You're fucking drinking poop.
Yeah, so
You're supposed to clean that out every day.
You think anyone fucking cleans out the drip tray? They barely.
I
clean
did
out
when
the
I
damn-
worked at a store that sold coffee. I clean that every night.
yeah, but there's no way John Q employee is cleaning out that drip tray every night,
You're fucking lucky if that guy's going to empty the drip tray so it doesn't overflow over the counter.
right?
Yeah, man, that shit's nasty.
So what if I tried to get you guys to drink coffee? If I were to try to talk to you about the benefits of drinking coffee.
There's no benefit to this.
There are benefits.
I do not want to be one of you zombies that can't function in the morning.
Well, you
Like,
don't.
when I wake up in the morning, I am ready to go. I am ready to go fucking do shit. I don't need to. Well, after I poop, of course, but I don't need to like wait until the coffee kicks in. Or I don't. I mean, it's just it seriously drives me insane having to deal with people who need their coffee before they can get going.
So fine. So your energy levels are already up. You don't need the caffeine to get you going. But
I don't need the caffeine at all, ever.
did you know that caffeine can help you burn fat? Several studies show that caffeine can boost your metabolism anywhere from 3 to 11%.
That seems minimal. That's like saying jerking off can boost your metabolism 3 to 10%.
Well, I don't think it will increase your metabolism so much as it'll burn calories, but I like where you're going with that. Did you know that caffeine could improve your physical performance?
Physical performance in what? Having sex?
In anything. Caffeine can as a stimulant can increase your epinephrine or adrenaline levels in your blood and will kind of prime your body for activity, for physical activity.
At the risk of becoming dependent upon it so that you can't perform any activity unless you have caffeine.
But this is assuming that you become a habitual user of it.
Or you could avoid it altogether and not worry about that.
Okay, let's forget about the caffeine then for a second. Did you know that there are essential nutrients in coffee? A single cup
essential nutrients in jism?
a single
Are
cup
you going to guzzle that down?
a single cup of coffee will contain riboflavin,
Answer the question, sir.
potassium, magnesium, and niacin.
Did you know that just one load of semen contains 0.7 calories, 0.9% of your daily need of magnesium, 3% of your zinc, 3% of your copper, 171 micrograms of protein.
I figured it would have more protein.
5 to 25 calories per serving, depending on, of course, how much you're blowing. It's gluten free.
That's great.
It is not vegan friendly though.
Not vegan friendly. What if it's a vegan's load?
It still comes from an animal, so no.
No. Oh my God! Does that mean
I do not know that for sure, but as I understand vegan rules, it should not qualify.
what? So if you're a vegan, does that? That means I'm never dating a vegan.
That means they have to spit. And they can still blow you.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know. I think that's technically against the rules because,
Oh, because it's in your yeah.
well, no, just because they're involved with the harming of the stuff in the first place.
Right.
I guess that-
But
That
you know
would
what?
apply
Hold
to
on,
sex as well.
Because a lot of the vegan things is just that they don't want to harm an animal.
Yeah.
But if you have consent, does that count? Like obviously, whoever you're blowing is consenting to you eating it.
obviously.
I don't think you can consent to those gametes, though.
You know what? I bet you we just Google it.
Oh my God! I can't believe you're putting that in your search history.
The Vegan Society, the Supreme Court of Meat Non-Eating, whose founder Donald Watson coined the word vegan in 1944, is strictly neutral on the action of consenting adults. Veganism relates explicitly to non-human animals.
All right, so it's okay then.
So it's consent.
All right, that's good to know. Because I didn't want to have to take vegans out of the equation.
Dude, you took vegans out of the equation a long time ago.
No, that is true. That is true. In any case, coffee can lower your risk of type 2 diabetes, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's. It can have protective effects on your liver. It can help you fight depression and make you happier. Coffee drinkers, in some cases, have a lower risk of some kinds of cancer. And coffee may actually lower the risk of stroke. Coffee is, by the way, the single biggest source of antioxidants in the Western diet. Studies show that most people get more antioxidants from coffee than both fruits and vegetables combined. In short, coffee is one of the healthiest beverages on the planet. Probably more healthy than guzzling your load of semen there.
I think you mean more healthful.
You could say healthiest, or you could say more healthful. Either way, Coffee's
Prove you
good for
wrong.
you. Coffee's good for you, and that's all I'm going to tell you. So what did we learn? What did we learn about coffee, Z-Man?
I don't know about coffee, but I learned that semen is vegan friendly.
Good job. Ganthor, what'd you learn?
I'd rather eat shit.
Well, there's a fair chance that if you're drinking a cup of coffee that you didn't take care of your coffee making apparatus, you could be eating bacteria that is present in shit. That's what I learned. I learned clean out the motherfucking trip tray. I'm going to take a good look at mine now. I'm going to clean that shit out every day.
You gotta bleach it like an asshole.
Soap and water and bleach it like an asshole. Holy shit. So if you bleach your drip tray like an asshole, why don't you go ahead and let us know on the Facebook page, facebook.com/4listeners or 4listeners.com. You can check out the show on Stitcher Radio or on iTunes. Just search for 4 Listeners. It will pop right on up. Or you could tweet at us on the Twitters at 4 Listeners. We thank you for checking us out this week, and we hope that you will check us out again next week. Thanks a bunch, everybody.
The best part of waking up is Folgers in your car.
And I promise I will get through the entire show without going, give me a cup of coffee. I'm going to do it.
I don't believe you.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it just for you guys.
You'll keep doing good coffee.
Hey, you, kid, come here. Give me a cup of coffee. No, I won't do it. That's it. I got it out of my system. I'm good.
Good.
I'm good. You. You're good. You. That's
why
crazy.
we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't have nice things.
We can't have Four Loco with all that goodness in it.
Well, Four Loco is a totally different. I mean, come on.
Four Loco. I actually am glad Four Loco's illegal because
You'd be dead.
I did it once and it was a bad idea, and I definitely would have done it again. It went illegal the day after I did it, or the week after I did.
Probably because they saw you in the booty shorts and the cape and decided that's not good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks. Whatever control board does these things. You saved my life.
And you saved all of us.